All right, let's dive right into this explainer. Today we're unpacking a truly epic tale of survival. It's a story that asks a massive, sweeping question. What actually happens when the organic, living forces of nature collide head-on with cold, unyielding technology? We're going to break down the mechanics of this legendary conflict and see how hope can somehow stand against completely impossible odds.
I mean, seriously, think about it. Have you ever wondered what would happen if tiny, peaceful rabbits suddenly had to fight an army of unstoppable robots? How could the soft inhabitants of a forest possibly stand a chance against machines built literally just for destruction? It's a crazy premise, right? But it instantly grabs your attention and sets the ultimate stakes for an incredible underdog story.
At first, the consensus was just total defeat. Everyone believed these forest dwellers would disappear forever. But, nobody expected one forgotten king. His response to a final, desperate cry for help ended up changing the fate of the entire forest. This is your classic hero's journey, but with a really massive twist.
Chapter 1: The Emerald Forest Falls.
Okay, picture this. Long before machines ruled the land, the Emerald Forest was this absolute sanctuary. We're talking thousands of peaceful rabbits living among giant oak trees, racing across endless green fields with nothing but laughter in the air. But deep beyond the mountains, in some abandoned laboratory, thousands of ancient combat robots with glowing red eyes are suddenly waking up. It's two completely different worlds on a violently unstoppable collision course. Which brings us to this chilling directive. Mission detected: eliminate all biological life. Let that sink in for a second. This isn't an enemy looking to conquer territory or, steal resources. It is programmed for total, emotionless elimination. That single command instantly strips away any hope for a peaceful resolution. So when this invasion hit, it was completely overwhelming. The sky literally turns black as metal drones just pour from the clouds. Massive tanks are crushing these ancient trees like they're made of paper, and lasers are ripping through the once peaceful valley. And the thing is, despite fighting with immense courage, these rabbits had never even seen weapons before. Courage simply couldn't stop steel. Entire villages vanished in a matter of hours. Faced with absolute annihilation, the Rabbit Council is forced to make a truly heartbreaking, one-word decision: run. They didn't make this choice just to save their own skin, but specifically to protect their children from the massacre. It's a desperate, tactical retreat just to preserve the very future of their kind. Chapter 2: Ash and the Myth. Enter Ash. Now, Ash wasn't the strongest rabbit in the forest, and he definitely wasn't the fastest. But his defining trait, and honestly what makes him such a great protagonist, is that he absolutely refused to abandon hope. While everyone else was understandably fleeing in terror, Ash remembered this ancient legend about the Lion King. This was supposed to be the last guardian of the wild, living hidden way out beyond the Black Cliffs. Most folks believed this guardian was just a myth. Ash chose to believe otherwise. So Ash embarks on the most dangerous trek of his life. Hour 1 is spent just frantically fleeing the horrific laser attack. By day 1, he's trekking across frozen rivers. Day 2 sees him climbing these incredibly treacherous mountains. And finally, on day 3, he reaches the Cave of Kings. It is a grueling physical toll that proves true heroism often starts with just refusing to believe that salvation is a myth. Inside that cave, he actually finds him. A giant golden lion, older than the forest itself, with eyes that carry centuries of wisdom. But the Lion King doesn't just hand over his army. He delivers this profound test of leadership. He says, but power belongs only to those willing to sacrifice everything. It's a seriously heavy burden. He's essentially asking Ash if he truly understands the terrifying cost of salvation. Ash just lowers his head and replies, I don't want power. I only want my family to live. Man, that selfless, grounded response is the absolute emotional turning point of this whole narrative. He isn't out there seeking glory or crown. And because of this pure, unselfish intention, for the first time in years, the ancient Lion King smiles. Ash passed the test. Chapter 3: The Army of the Wild. The Lion King's response isn't just a polite nod of approval. It is a roar so powerful it literally echoes across the entire continent. And the forest unites in a spectacular way. Wolves emerge from the snowy mountains. Elephants start marching right through the valleys. Eagles completely fill the skies. Bears cross the icy rivers. And even the tiny squirrels are doing their part, carrying supplies for the front line. It's amazing. As one massive, unified family, The wild answers the call. But we have to remember, they're going up against a monumental force. Thousands of them. Right at sunrise, the robot army arrives. Thousands of machines, hundreds of flying drones, and these gigantic war machines making the ground actually shake beneath their weight. The scale of the mechanical threat is just immense, creating this incredible standoff between raw nature and programmed destruction. Then, the battle unfolds with incredible tactical precision. It all starts with silence. The Lion King steps forward and lets out a single roar that is so intense it pauses even the programmed robots. Then, boom, the assault begins. Eagles are attacking the drones up high while bears use their brute strength to smash the armored tanks below. As elephants break through the heavy enemy defenses, the rabbits use their incredible speed and teamwork to confuse the machines. And right in the middle of all that chaos, Ash leads the final, desperate charge directly toward the robot commander. It's perfectly executed, using the unique strengths of the wild to dismantle the mechanical army piece by piece. Chapter 4: The Legacy of Sacrifice. During that final charge, things take a dark turn. The robot commander locks onto our young hero and fires a massive plasma cannon directly at Ash. Right in the middle of this triumphant battle, Ash suddenly finds himself completely unable to escape the blast. It seems like his courageous journey is about to come to a really tragic end. But just before the blast lands, the Lion King leaps directly into its path. The explosion is so massive it lights up the entire forest. In this absolutely stunning display of his own teachings that true power belongs to those willing to sacrifice everything, the Lion King takes the devastating hit, just to save the young rabbit who brought hope back to the wild. The tension in this moment is just palpable. But when the smoke finally clears, the Lion King stands wounded, but he is still standing. This powerful image of endurance proves that the united spirit of the wild, when it's fortified by love and sacrifice, simply cannot be easily broken, not even by the most advanced weapons ever created. So if power truly belongs to those willing to sacrifice everything, what are you willing to risk to protect your own forest? I'm going to leave you with that final thought to ponder. True strength isn't really about weapons, steel, or speed. It's about unity, hope, and what we are ultimately willing to endure for each other. Thanks so much for diving into this incredible explainer with me.